She dedicated herself to her faith, discovering peace in a simple life of devotion. Hey everybody, I'm Tommy. This is Almost Zen TV, and that was a quote from the video game Dragon Age Inquisition in the bio card of the character Leliana. I'm going to talk about that quote and more in the topic of finding purpose in life. Today we're in Howard Beach neighborhood of Queens, New York at about 9:15 a.m. on the Friday after Thanksgiving, 2023. Thank you for joining me. Let's walk, let's talk. It's a nice, cool, crisp day out here. Hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. Today's topic, finding purpose in life. Now that quote I started with at the beginning, it's always very comforting to me. When I read that in the game, I really resonated with it. Kind of put me at peace, and I thought, I've always had an interest in the monk life, old school, simple, minimal needs. And it got me thinking, with that character who decided to just live a simple life of devotion. Now let's look at the phrase there. She dedicated herself to her faith, discovering peace in a simple life of devotion. Oh, I love that. That singular focus towards one thing. All that energy into that one thing in life. Look at this, they're putting up the trees here at St. Helens. Tree time. Yeah, that quote, boy, really resonates with me. Because I wanted that. I realized, I want something like that, where you have a single thing that you dedicate your life to that brings you peace and purpose. Very comforting. Very fitting here as we open up about the character Leliana. We're here at St. Helens. No, I didn't plan that. Yeah, how important is that, guys, to have something? I think it's super important. I'm going to talk about a few cases today. While we also enjoy the ambiance this morning. I can smell those pine needles. Just getting back to topic. Yeah, I always loved that. And I thought, wouldn't that be nice? And then just recently I thought, why not do that? Not specifically that, dedicating my life to a faith and religion, but the words finding peace in a simple life of devotion and dedicating ourselves to it to get that. Man, here's some examples. There's the Japanese sushi master, Jiro Ono. Now, I don't know if you know him. He's pretty popular. He's about 90, I think he's like 98 years old. And he was made famous worldwide by the documentary Jiro Dreams of Sushi, which you could find. It's been on YouTube a few times for free. Might be now to check the time you're watching this. And also it's on streaming services. But that went through his process of making sushi, and it's that he dedicated his entire life to perfecting sushi, and he's still going at it. And that's his whole purpose. Sushi. One thing, one driving desire to be better at that, with the ultimate in focus in that one thing. I love it. Gives you a reason to wake up in the morning. I mean, how many of us have something that gets us out of the bed in the morning that we can't wait to do? And I'm not talking about checking TikTok for likes. You know what I mean. Well, for Jiro Ono, it's sushi. And now I'm sure he has hobbies and everything. He's doing his thing. Enjoying family and who knows what else. But the sole purpose is that desire to make sushi and to keep every day refining and getting better and trying to perfect the art of making sushi. What a beautiful thing it is. And something we should all look to. Now, is he ever going to be perfect at it? I don't know. Maybe he thinks it is perfect now. I doubt it. I think the thing that gets him up and to keep doing this is that he can get better at it. There is room for improvement. But that dedication to that every day in the seemingly simple life of making sushi. Again, so inspiring and something that I really, really resonate with. You also look at the comedian Jerry Seinfeld. I consider the Zen master of jokes. He's stated many times about how sitting down to write a joke is it for him. And getting one word to fit better with the next word, and how much can I cut a syllable out of here and find a different word? How much can I carve it down, get rid of all the unnecessary? And it's that constant search to complete the joke. Sometimes they sit for years. And when they're done, he's honed it down to the simplest form to get the point across. He's likened it a lot of times to those Japanese cricket cages. If you don't know what they are, they're these tiny cages that are made out of wood. Very tiny. And they're like they're so small, so you have to be so, I can't find the right word, but precise. That's the word there. Precise, and everything is to perfection to get these the way they are. And I did a terrible description of that. Google those things, check them out. He talks about those as the precision and the fine-tuning and the craftsmanship of making one of those. And he likes to think about his joke writing in the same way. I have his book, Is This Anything?, which is a compilation of his jokes from the 70s all the way till now. And each joke laid out in double-spaced format, which really drives home the point how much of a wordsmith and a Zen master of writing jokes he was, because you can see, oh, okay. And he really did like maximize through minimizing the best way to get this joke across. Like there's no excess in it, in any of the jokes. You can't go, oh, we should have added this word in here. He could have taken this one out. Oh no. We won't see it until he's hit that. But it's never perfect. I mean, he's always working on these. Always working on these. So he's developed this love of joke writing, and it has driven him in his life. Get up in the morning, write jokes. You notice you don't even see Seinfeld in anything outside the show. He does comedy. That's all he cares about. He doesn't do movies. He's not going to do this. He's not going to do that, because it's the singular focus. He's dedicated his entire life to the act of writing a joke. And that gives him a reason to wake up in the morning. And it brings me to my thought on my life and how this pertains to it. And I thought, man, you know, I really like that quote from the Dragon Age video game. And I really like what Jiro Ono's doing. I love what Seinfeld's doing. And maybe that's the key to life. Find one thing, dedicate yourself, master it. Or will you ever master it? But the constant pursuit to make that one thing better, that can get you up and out of bed in the morning, and not just, like I said, to see how many likes you got. You'll go right to the drawing board and go, how can I improve upon what I did? And both of those, I would assume, there's some stress in that, trying to make this perfect sushi. There's going to be mess-ups along the way, and same with Seinfeld, frustrating to not be able to find that right word. But there's Zen in that routine, through simplicity and the desire to master something before we bounce off this mortal coil. Yeah, we're gonna start seeing the Christmas stuff bouncing around now. I'm gonna be doing some Christmas walks through Howard Beach. A lot of the houses here have really nice decorations, some all-star stuff here. I'll be doing those at night, obviously, to really get the effect. I haven't done a night video yet. Haven't done a lot of weather videos. I want to do more of that. Stay tuned. And if you're liking this so far, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps out a channel like this that's new. It really does. But yeah, I started thinking about me, and I'm like, you know, now this thing that I have interest in dedicating my life to isn't really a physical thing. Like, I don't need a pen and pad per se. I don't need raw fish. And I don't need the creative brain of Jerry Seinfeld or the brain of Jiro Ono. But I would like to dedicate my life and find purpose in existence. Why are we here? Where are we going after this? Dedicate my life to the pursuit of finding purpose in philosophy through spiritualism and trying to find answers. I probably won't find them all. I'll search and search and search, and I won't find them all. But I'll evolve and I'll enjoy it. Learning. Because all we have is here. We're here and then we're not here. If we're even really here. But that's a whole metaphysical thing we don't even want to get into in this video. But that interests me. That interests me, man. I truly believe that if you dedicate your life to something that gives you purpose and meaning, it frees you. I think it frees you. We can wander around aimlessly, and I don't know if that's good for the human soul. But I did just want to talk about that. This nice Friday morning. And some of you might be thinking, what kind of thing is that to dedicate your life to? You're gonna find purpose and the meaning of life. And oh yeah, just like Liliana, she's finding the peace in devotion and the faith in God. I'm not saying I believe or don't believe in that. I'm searching. And everything I do, for the most part, I want it to be in service of the goal of finding purpose and meaning and dedicate my life to it. Because that's inspiring. I want to get up and be like, what today? I don't want to mindlessly scroll through Instagram or any social media. So let's meditate on this for a bit and enjoy the walk. Let's kind of let that bounce around in our head. Maybe you guys can start thinking about, if you don't have a singular desire to focus on, to master and thing, or just master your mind. Let's think about it for this few minutes of this walk. Everyone, I want to thank you for joining me. I really hope this camera can see me. I just spin it around. Thanks for joining me on this walk. Hope it was some food for thought. And I hope you find your purpose. That's why we're here, for something. I'll talk to you guys soon.